My friends only want to protect me, but there's been too much bloodshed already.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not. After the train station attacks, I knew it was only a matter of time before they sent someone. Please, sit.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
Our mandate is to fight for the rights of the augmented. Communicate our message, offer assistance. The Ark is a non-violent organization.
All right, then this should be easy. Come with me, answer our questions, and we'll have you back here in plenty of time to film your next sermon.
I'm not a fool. If I surrender now, I'm never coming back. Once you have me, you intend to make me disappear. But I will not make Solzhenitsyn's mistake. My people and I will resist you.
I thought you were a pacifist.
I am. But I'm more than a leader. I am a symbol. That is why you wish to erase me. If martyrdom is the only way to remain a symbol, then even my death is preferable to my evaporation.
If I have to bring you in by force, I will. And your people will try to stop me. And neither of us wants anyone to get hurt, so come along peacefully. You have my word. I will do everything I can to see that you are treated fairly.
You cannot speak to me of peace or fairness. Not when your masters hide in the shadows, manipulating, controlling, murdering without the courage to proclaim their convictions in front of the rest of the world.
Come off it, Rucker. You've been preaching pacifism for years from your ivory tower. Now all of a sudden your convictions are really being tested, and you're tossing them away.
No, that's... Let me explain. The augmented peoples of the world have been stripped of their power. There are so few advocates remaining. The cause needs people like me to stem the tide of hatred before all humanity drowns in it.
You're lecturing me about the state of Aug rights? I get the same looks, I go through the same checkpoints. And things are getting worse, so your plan obviously isn't working.
I know, and it tears at me. I have been trying desperately to think of a better way, but so far, nothing. This is a very precarious time for the movement. These attacks are making everything worse for us. My leadership position within ARC is being threatened, and I suspect the two might even be connected. Please, go back to your people. Tell them to give me 48 hours, so I can attempt to resolve the internal conflict.
I'm sorry. If I go back empty-handed, I'll just be replaced. Probably by someone more eager and less sympathetic. Coming in now is honestly the best thing you can do for everyone.
Yes. I suspect you are right. But can you understand this? If you were to take me from here, you would be responsible for more than my death. You would be responsible for my effacement, the ruination of the Augmented Rights Coalition, and the perversion of everything it stands for.
The bottom line hasn't changed. If you come with me willingly, there won't be any violence. You now have the choice. Choose the non-violent path, or you are the one betraying the cause.
I cannot watch any more of my people die. Not on my account. You've asked me to trust you, and so I will. Before we leave together, there's something I must show you. I suspect there's a power struggle brewing within our organization. Some people inside ARC are less committed to our ideals.
Are you trying to tell me you know who's responsible for the bombings?
I have only suspicions, and until recently, not even that. The evidence I have begun collecting is meager, but I give it to you. This is the key card for the security door. The evidence is inside.
Why give it to me? Why not keep it, present it at your interrogation?
Because if my suspicions are correct, and I am seen leaving here with you willingly, I may not survive to present my evidence. Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist. I was trying secretly to find out who is responsible.
Rucker? Chicane, Rucker is dead.
Come again.
I'll fill you in when I see you, which is where exactly?
There's some greenhouses near your position. Below them is a clearing. That's where I'll be. Chicane out.
The Santo. Instruction, oncology, quality, excellence. Santo. Restoring the past and building the future.
Now to the moon, where the planned expansion of Moon Base Omega has once
This most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all augmented. Not simply. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions.
Look over there. Move it. Not looking at it. No more rushing. Bring in. Nothing to report. On out. Where to go? Keep it up, right? Let's work out. Nothing here. This place is empty. Don't screw around. Just my luck. I get this. Looks clear over.
What if it came from another area? Kurwa.
How did this happen? Fuck's sake. Looks clear.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Search and execute. State detected. Activating investigation.
Jensen, the meter's running. Where the hell are you?
I'm on my way, Chicane.
Well, step it up. Shit! Jensen! Behind you!
A lot of goddamn good Rucker being dead is going to do for us. Your orders were to bring him in.
I fully intended to.
Then how did this happen?
I think someone being paid to manipulate Ark killed him. Someone in his crew. Rucker told me Ark was being set up, that the real terrorists were hiding in plain sight.
And was he wearing a tinfoil hat when he said this?
The man was devoted to bridging the divide between Augs and Naturals. He knew that every one of these attacks just drives the stake in deeper, and that the only way to fix things was to pull that stake out. He said he had evidence to prove Ark's innocence. He was ready to come in and talk to us, even though he knew it meant risking his life.
What evidence was he referring to?
An email on a pocket secretary he found in Ark. It's cryptic, but it reads like activation orders to me. What did we get back on Viktor Marchenko?
I ran that name through iLink. We didn't get back shit. You think this message was for him?
If someone inside Ark is taking orders from people outside the group, I think he could be the guy, yeah. Maybe Chang can backtrace the IP address on that email. Find out who's talking to who.
Who's to say Rucker didn't write that email himself?
Okay, maybe there's something to this message. I'll give it to cybercrimes. See what they come back with on the IPs. Christ. What a mess. You know word of Rucker's death is going to spread, don't you? And when that happens, the head of state police assures me Golem City will become a war zone. We can't let that happen. I hope we're good on juice, Chicane, because I need a ride. As for you, Agent...
I still have a case to solve, and I know exactly where to start, Director. Smiley's had more than enough time to analyze that DSD I gave him.
The one you took from Ruzika?
I'll check in with him, see what's on it. After that, I'll go where the evidence takes me. I intend to make sure the right people are brought to justice for this, whether they're augmented or not.
Get a move on, before this case gets any colder. And keep me in the loop. Let...
Alex, tell us Rucker's dead.
What?
Poisoned, I think.
Holy shit, man. Rucker was the voice of the Augmented. People loved him for it. When word of this hits, Prague is gonna explode.
And the whole world's watching. Listen, Miller's gone to meet with state police. Could be our chance to determine his loyalties.
He lives near TF-29. You want us to search his apartment?
Not us. Me. You keep digging into that VersaLife break-in. And see what the Collective can dig up on a Viktor Marchenko. If I'm right, and Rucker was poisoned, all three might be connected. Jensen out.
50!
Adam, you there? You're not gonna believe this, but Vadim Orlov is in Prague.
You're kidding.
I wish I were. 6 months ago, he got an augmented expert's visa and has been coming and going periodically ever since. Border Control logged him in this morning.
I arrived in Prague 6 months ago. Where's he staying?
In the Lilioma Courtyard Apartments on Lavani Street, 2nd floor.
I've been there. Found a file on me inside a safe.
I don't like the sound of that. Better check the apartment again.
Is this some kind of AUG protest? Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like...
You try this on all your...
Just the one...
Gonna have to...
Come on.
Sure.
Great. Super. You came to Prague to browse?
Some other time.
So long, Mr. Mirror Shades.
Underground media wants to say. This is Eliza Cassell.
What a place.
Oh, shame.
I will never... They should have stayed in bed.
Vadim, I can't believe Rucker's dead.
That bastard
Promiňte,
had it coming.
nepomůžu vám. This is only going to make our lives harder.
Stay back! If anyone sees me talking to one of you, I could lose my job.
I don't want anything to do with it.
Welcome home.
Hey, are you interested in clean guns for a good price? Come on, I sell to anyone. Even crazy
what would you do with a dead cat?
You crazy?
Go!
Well, there you have it, folks.
How long should we keep looking?
Noisy gets you loaded.
To je úžasný. Na tohle já nemám.
Alex, I'm in Miller's apartment. The man keeps a tight ship.
What do you expect? He's former SAS. Military life will make a neat freak out of anyone. If he's got secrets in there, Adam, they'll be well hidden.
Everyone's got to tell. I just need to know more about him to understand his. I think I got something, Alex. Miller's NSN access card. He must have left it behind when he logged into his second computer.
His second computer? Anything incriminating on it?
Haven't checked it yet. But I'm starting to think the only way we'll learn more is by hearing all of that NSN conversation.
Shit, man, that's risky. But we may have to.
Why? You find something on VersaLife?
It ain't good. Meet me in the small courtyard near TF-29. I'll explain. Initiated.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Next time in a while,
City is falling apart. What's this?
I told you I'm not going to.
Alex, you here?
Hey, thanks for being quick. Didn't want to be seen hanging around by myself for too long in case you got held up.
I can be a gentleman, sometimes. You said you got something on VersaLife.
Yeah, a couple of months back, a research assistant was found dead in the Roca Seca beach facility. Special Projects Division. She was poisoned, just like Rucker.
She? You got her name?
Anik Norstad. Why? You know somebody there?
Doesn't matter. Forget it.
I can't stand VersaLife, Adam. Back when I was flying for Bell Tower in Panama, I stumbled into deep shit with them. They're the reason I've got a target on my back. They told my bosses to kill me.
If they're involved in this, we'll get them. We just need to know what this is. Tell me more about this researcher.
The information we found on Norstad was buried deep. No police report, no autopsy. Just a footnote on an insurance claim calling it an industrial accident.
She was working with dangerous pathogens, wasn't she?
Supposedly. Janus thinks there's more to it. He's the one who found the report. Said it was off.
Off how?
Lots of blank spaces and missing details. Didn't really go into it.
And you didn't think to ask, did you?
Are you saying I fucked up?
I'm saying Janus thinks a lot of things, and somehow always manages to find the answer when nobody else can. You don't find that odd?
I find it reassuring. The Collective has people everywhere gathering all kinds of intel. But Janus is what holds us together, helps us make sense of it. He picks the signal out of the static.
And yet you've never met him.
Nobody meets Janus. Nobody even knows where he is, who he is, hell, even what he is. You get used to it after a while. For me, the key thing is what he finds. Norstat was poisoned, Adam, just like Rucker. Are we looking at some kind of bioweapon here?
Miller's access card might help us find out.
How? I don't follow you.
NSN exchanges are stored in the system's cloud memory. If I log in as Miller using his access card, I might be able to play back more of that conversation he had with the bosses.
Shit, Adam, this isn't like planting a bug. You have to actually use the chair. For a while. If anyone catches you.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Your call. But I want to be plugged in and listening the whole time you're in there. Just be careful, man. Call me when you've accessed the machine.
Seraph, I found Orlov. He's dead.
What? Are you sure it's him?
Well, technically I never met him before. I did, however, meet a doctor who looks just like him in Alaska. In that clinic I told you about. His name then was McFadden.
Christ, Adam. What exactly happened to you in that clinic?
I don't know. I was in the coma ward. It was run by the World Health Organization. Facility 451. Can you dig into it?
Of course.
I'm gonna search this body and the apartment. Maybe there's something I missed the first time.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Does he want our money or not?
Move along.
Nothing suspicious here.
He always liked the car.
Hey! Vasokozy! Yes? Get on your knees.
There is nothing
Hands
happening.
behind your head. You're wanted under
Hold on to
suspicion
me.
of murder. Everything will be explained at the station. Lucky guess. I wonder how you knew that. Hands behind your leg. That's what murder means.
I don't know.
Cannot come soon
Not always
enough.
been a sure bet for a long time.
You disgust me.
Not all of you are 512. Over. City run by criminals.
Is an antibiotic-resistant strain of tuberculosis that has been spreading quickly through the Indian subcontinent. World health officials are scrambling to contain the outbreak, even as work begins in San Francisco at pharmaceutical giant VersaLife's cutting-edge Rockasecca Beach facility to find a more aggressive cure. Sources inside the R&D campus tell me that this most recent strain mutates so quickly, new vaccines become obsolete before they can even reach infected areas. So experts are working day and night, not only on aggressive treatment, but on new strains.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
This is a life experiment reporting to you.
Access granted.
Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? Is it hands of irresponsible journalists?
Díky zbudování nových datových vložen ve 4 městech. Očekává se, že na seznam poboček přibudou Ostrava, Olomouc, Zlín a Kladno. Korporátní banka Palisáda se sídlem v Praze je největší a megakorporací a bohatých lidí a využívá nejmodernější fyzická inteligentní
Right here in the city.
Protocol will be extra tight. Data is quite important.
Hello, sir. Welcome to...
Not sure. Makes sense. Oh, no. Thank.
Can't even trust the partner.
Sir?
Hey.
Užíváte si vyhlídku?
What's wrong with him?
Listen up. There's currently a situation.
How long is Director Miller going to be in Garland City?
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because ARC doesn't operate in North America.
Place call Hong Kong Alpha 10 priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside ARC?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker... Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the Council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
It'll have to be somewhere safe. Leave the task force when you can, and I'll contact you with a location.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
Suppose I could ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller asking if he's heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take?
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Mandley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No, I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me...
Because you are always watching.
All the way to the repertory center.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then, Doctor?
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Hatred and suspicion aimed at them. It's horrifying. They want to feel safe again. And the Human Restoration Act can give them.
It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen. Honestly.
Thanks for taking care of those conspiracy nuts, Jensen. Man, the thought of someone knowing where we are, I mean, I'm supposed to be digging into this Janus hacking collective, but I can't do that if I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the next bomb to go off.
Any progress on Janus?
Why? What have you heard?
Don't get jumpy. Just curious.
Janus has officially hacked into my sleep. I wake up trying to figure out who's tracking who. Sometimes I think I'm this close, and then nothing. But I am starting to learn one thing.
And what's that?
The less I talk about how it's going, the better it seems to be going.
Get some sleep, Chang. You sound like you can use it.
Chang? Our Chang was that.
I need somebody over here.
Our operation is compromised. 2 casualties. I'm moving to the main source station.
Can't believe the work they say.
Be good.
Enough problems already. To each his own.
Watch it! Ladies, they look handsome.
Come on.
Here we are at last. Red Queen. I can't believe I've been working in this city. Now I
Last week. Welcome to my place. Didn't expect to see one of you in here. Not today. You know, with all the trouble.
We're not gonna have a problem, are we?
No. I don't share the sentiment of the ruling class. Just commenting on current events, you know? About the happening in Utulek. So, what can I get you?
What have you got?
I've got Surly Welshman and Nice Rye. Drink up.
I'm good with what I have.
Okay. We'll talk about it later then.
Quit yapping and get to work. I wish I had a coat like that.
For some reason, it was really crowded. Everybody seemed overexcited. Did you notice that?
Special. An eye on you, Org. City is gone. Well.
Welcome to the Irish stool, buddy.
Irish...
I like to think...
All right.
there anything?
I've...
The best secure.
Money up front.
Stay away, handsome.
Look at that!
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
I need it desperately. Please?
What about me? What the fuck do I get out of this?
Well, I might have an idea. Listen, I have a daughter. She's not too young.
Let me live! I have a family!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing chaos.
Lawrence of Arabia? It's gonna be no prisoners!
No prisoners! Where they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., military workers lost their jobs when the Collective began causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
Been a long day. Bookstore in India.
Jak się tak zejdę?
I can recognize a former police officer from a mile away.
Hi, beautiful. You interested in trying the Red Queen special?
I just love
That's
short,
me.
stubby, balding men with a sense of humor. Do not worry, beautiful. We service all kinds here at the Red Queen.
I thought the red light district was more liberal.
No, nothing like that. Your money's as good as anyone else.
You worried about...
In the red.
The Queen's got a pretty liberal management policy. A lot of places in this city wouldn't even let me in the door.
The whole red light district is like that. Mostly. Besides, some of our most popular employees are augmented. Be kind of hypocritical to turn them away as customers.
Smart business practice.
Oh yeah. The owners here are real smart businessmen. Part of the reason the Red Queen is the most popular club in the district.
Sounds like a nice little family-run operation.
I don't want to get in trouble. And I don't want to lose this job.
Don't worry. Just getting the lay of the land. Actually, I think...
You change your mind? Welcome to the Red Queen.
The bank's iconic bank facilities hold the largest and most secure data.
She's having a fling with an augmented gigolo. So what? Couples use sex toys together all the time. Think of this as the same thing. Only the devices are attached to nerve
Yes, Mrs. Catlett.
Best club in Prague, friend.
Such a host now.
The vote,
Difference in neural connection.
I don't care what
This table's natural zone.
thing with the dicks. Down. You augmented
Would be that's fine, Mrs. I'll just take it off your corpse later.
Master Cadlick, I am the owner of the Red Queen. I make a point of knowing everything important, but you, I do not know.
Could be I'm not important.
Oh, please. Have you seen yourself in a mirror lately? Besides, I have a healthy curiosity. It is important to a mother.
Mom wouldn't be thrilled about me being at a place like this.
Really? I can't imagine why. A good time never hurt anyone.
I don't think the clients are the ones in danger of getting hurt.
You're suggesting my workers aren't safe? But you don't know that. You don't know anything about my club or how I run it.
I know these kinds of places breed violence. Doesn't matter where it is, Eastern Europe or Hensha. It's all the same.
The Red Queen is a family business. My eldest son works the bar. The other does security upstairs. Come in on the weekend and you'll meet one of my nieces, Agnieszka. She's the late show. You see, around here, nothing comes before family.
This place, it's a Diwali-run operation, is that right?
Half of Prague is a Diwali-run operation. My family has a God-given talent for overseeing things, and well, poor Prague. It was in sore need of oversight.
And what do you oversee exactly?
I oversee this club, obviously, as well as certain relationships, certain efforts that require a matriarch's touch, and the comings and goings of certain strangers who ask too many questions.
I'm flattered if that was a threat.
Be careful, Metal Man. You don't really belong here.
That's what they tell me. What can you tell me about the Red Light District?
Oh, you can't be that naive. Then again, we don't get many of your kind through here. As clients.
And why is that?
Because the Diwalis control it. Now, if an Og's money is good, it challenges our preconceptions. We can be very accommodating. Still, when it comes to your kind, some among us are... what's the word?
Intimidated?
No. We are too many and too powerful to be scared. And you are too few. Fewer by the week, isn't it?
I've heard enough for now.
Leaving already? You don't look shy. He comes back. There is...
I've heard enough.
Leaving all...
Try to keep your hands off the goods, please. I can recognize a former police officer from a mile away. Once they learn
Muzikants
more,
posta
they never
hardware.
forget.
Sheriff Industries jail.
Don't bother trying to be tricky, sugar.
What can I get you?
I wish I knew they let your kind in here. I wouldn't have given them my business. So, was I right about
My
this
favorite
place,
color
or-
is black. What about you? Are you Vincent Black? It's me, Dobromila. Placed you. No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
I know about your meeting. And I'm as eager to find Vince as you are. Maybe we can help each other.
Who are you? What is it you think you know?
Vince and I work together. I know who he is. I know what he does. And I know there are people worried about him.
Is he in danger? Has something happened to him?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I get the feeling he's not the only one who might be in danger. That was some shot in the dark. You had no way of knowing who I was while I was here.
It wasn't a total shot in the dark. You're obviously not Diwali. Though I should have known right away that Vince Black wouldn't be augmented. I should be more discreet. We both should.
What kind of trouble are you in exactly?
Vince wanted me to tell information about my husband's operation. Lester runs a... It's something...
Your husband runs a Diwali operation.
Flirting is one thing. They expect it.
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a...
You sure you'll be...
I've done a lot of travel. And one thing I've learned...
Money up front.
Always
Over here! Come on.
Money up front. Whiskey, am I right?
Sorry, what was
Got
that?
any credits to spare? Were you planning on spending it on cheap?
Don't start no trouble, okay? Now that says anyone starts trouble, I have to take care
Hey,
of it.
nice to see one of you in public. I mean, it sucks the way you've been treated, you know? Especially... What'll it...
Yo, what guy gave me the creeps? One day I'm going to shoot you and no one will care.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Larry, there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Diwali op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's all right.
Hold it, Clank. You took the wrong train car. That was for humans. Let's see your documents, and you'd better hope they are all in order.
This is bullshit.
These are impressive credentials, but not impressive enough for you to pass as a natural. Don't do it again. Go on. Get out.
They did not see me working here all day.
I have no time for your bullshit. Look, madam. Your papers state right here that you are currently restricted to the Brikashka district. I'm sorry, but I can't let you through.
9 months. I had no idea. What a terrible tragedy. How did it happen?
Another one.
Don't move. I said don't move.
I can't live like
Ignorance
this
is no
anymore.
excuse. Put your hands behind your back. Now walk.
hungry and cold. I'm an og and an addict. All I need is cancer and my life would be complete.
I don't know what to do. I've never been in any kind of legal trouble before.
I never used to be this aggressive.
Just a little further. I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation. Why?
I agreed to sell out my husband in exchange for a new life. Vince and I were still negotiating the details. You are looking for Vince, trying to pick up his trail. I guess I am negotiating with you now.
All right, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. That is what Vince and I had agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Here, the ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the...
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. She agreed to work with me instead.
That doesn't surprise me. You're good at gaining people's trust, Adam. It's a rare skill.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
Ahoy!
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze. Sounds like they used the fountain at the bottom.
Nothing new.
Żadnej z nich nie ma dowód wycházet z
Nothing more. Can't you read?
Talk, laddie, like I am not a citizen here. Just what the hell are you thinking?
Trying to start a riot or something? Naturals only, Clank. Now let's see your paperwork.
Let's hurry this up. I've got places to be.
You really must think you're something special. Lucky your credentials stand up, but don't be cute again. Stick with your kind. Now go! I don't want to hear it. Follow the rules and you won't get hassled. Simple.
Master kisses as him gets ahead. I'm watching.
To já nevím, dobrý vizi.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
Probers. Nikoho to nezví.
This is going to be good.
Give me the right replacement parts.
Did you really expect to come into my home without being invited? Bad idea. But now that you're here, maybe there's still a chance you get to leave. As you know, I'm a betting man. If I wasn't, we wouldn't be in this situation together, would we? More importantly, you, the poor fucking bag boy, wouldn't be in this situation. So I want to make you a deal. This house has been rigged with a very special security. Credit. But he'll know that Anton Suchanek is not the man with whom to fuck. As you can probably guess, I'm betting against you. What you're looking for is in that locker right in front of you. Good luck. Deactivated.
Это добрый.
What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Blaster sees you, he'll... Waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta is not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's gotta be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
Golem was hell. It is hell. I understand doing whatever it takes to get as far away as possible.
If you believe that, then you have to leave. I promised Vince I would follow the rules. If Vlasta finds you here, he'll get paranoid and call off our deal. And then he'll call Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvud. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Blaster comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Vlasta. Vlasta and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olivier, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vrasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down, sell them for parts.
You're going to get Olivia where she needs to go. Otherwise, I'm taking it all apart. You and your operation.
This is how you plan to ensure her safety? By starting a fight you can't win? The funny thing is, if you had just stayed home, your friend would have been fine. Not anymore.
Nailed him to the goddamn wall.
The whole department is corrupt.
Make no trouble.
Who are you?
I saw Vince.
He's It's Blaster. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I
let's
won't be
get
on
this shit in
any
the
of them.
truck. I need to meet Cat at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait. I'm looking for...
He's not a threat to you.
Whatever you're going to...
You wanna know about Vince?
Well, what are you doing? It's Blaster. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is
Come
that
on,
I
come on,
won't
let's
be
get
on
this shit
any
in the
of them.
truck. I need to meet Cat at the club by 9.
Cat can... You're the...
Worried about...
I'm a thoughtful guy.
No, something's not right.
Blaster.
Yeah.
Get him! Now! I heard a beating! This is going to be fun! Piece of shit! Nailed into the goddamn wall.
Who are you? It's Blaster. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is
Come
that
on, come
I
on,
won't
let's
be
get
on
this shit in
any
the
of them.
truck. I need to meet Cat at the club by 9.
Cat come. I'm the guy who's gonna...
Blaster. Please.
Who your boss? At least I'll like
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! I can't believe you! What am I supposed to do now?
You didn't want to be stuck inside a truck with those men. Whatever promises they made, they were never gonna keep.
You don't know that.
It's an educated guess. Look, whether or not they would have come through for you, it doesn't change who they were and what they were into.
You stopped one delivery. That's not going to win whatever crusade you think you're on. There are a million other ways to move illegal. You've ruined it. My only chance.
One of us should go see.
Oh, look at this.
City has gone to hell. Do not push your luck, hands up.
Bottle. Something to keep us warm.
Should we move to the red light, see what we might find?
What today? Enough problems already.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
všem, že jste dneska přišli do Rudý královny. Máme holky, máme kluky, máme tady všechno. Připravte si kredity, dámy a pánové, jízda začíná. Hej, hej, jste připraveni na žavení? Možná už je čas pamatujte, soukromí pokoje jsou k dispozici nahoře.
Protocol City. Don't be shy. We need it all.
Pamatujte, dámy a pánové, v baru platí zákaz ošávání. A teď to pořádně roztočíme. Dámy, zadrsejte nám. Díky všem, že jste dneska přišli do Rudý královny. Máme holky, máme kluky, máme tady všechno. Připravte si kredity, dámy a pánové, jízda začíná. Hej, jste připraveni na večerní? Možná už je čas vlítnout na věc, ne? Pamatujte, soukromí pokoje jsou k dispozici nahoře.
And influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Sources close to the government.
Dobrý večer, přátelé Rudý královny. Pozdrav Jánešku. Paráda jízdu na koník a klidný večery u tábora.
This is a license.
Pamatujte, dámy a pánové, v baru platí zákaz ošávání. A teď to pořádně roztočíme. Dámy, zadrsejte nám.
You look like you need something.
Měli nás na to poslat nejvíc.
Možná už je čas vlítnout na věc, ne? Pamatujte, soukromí pokoje jsou.
Keeping an eye on you, Og. Do not push your Over here! I wouldn't let you.
Take a seat if you like. You been here long? I just joined up
Glasses.
last week.
Just keep your eyes open.
What are you waiting for? Come on, keep up.
I wish I had a coat like that.
Clear here. You think if I ratted on that guy, they'd follow?
This is fun.
Get lost.
This place is not for you. Turn around, Clank. Uyobki are not allowed inside.
Здесь не рад.
I got something for you.